Today we are going to start a series going through the chakras. And the chakras are an idea about energy in the body and pathways of energy. And then there are places where those pathways cross a lot, and they create these centers of energy in our bodies. And so in kind of yogic teachings, there are 7 main energy centers or chakras, and they're related to various ideas, feelings, kind of like philosophies, even kind of just maladies or illnesses. And so today, since we are going through the chakras, we're going to do 1 chakra each week. We are going to start at the base, at the root chakra. So it is called Muladhara, and it is associated with the element of earth or clay or dirt. It's found at the base of your spine or your perineum. And then it's also just, let's see, it's associated with feelings of stability and being grounded when it is in balance, when energy is properly flowing through, and that it is not going too slow, not going too fast, not too much, not too little. When everything is in balance in this chakra, it's associated with feelings of stability, belonging, safety, security, and survival. In line with that idea of survival, it is associated with feeling physically fit, with being able to connect to your body, hearing those cues and signals such as like when to back off, when to go further, hunger signals, thirst signals, just really being in touch with your body and what it needs. And just also being able to maintain and protect your health and your body. Another idea of this root chakra is that it is what gives us the ability to feel safe, to be grounded, also just to sit still, to focus. And so in order to have this root chakra be in balance, we would need to be physically healthy, or at least working towards that with a goal of being physically healthy. But we would also need to be able to have a sense of belonging, to be in community, to be in a place or around people that help us grow and that nurture us. And so I'd really like to encourage you today as we move through the postures of our practice to just be aware of this root chakra, of this grounding, of this foundation, of this feeling of belonging, and to cultivate that in yourself as we move through the practice, to ground yourself into the earth, to allow yourself to let go of anxiety or fear and allow yourself to feel safe and comfortable in your body. So with that, we will begin to just become aware of our bodies in that light. And so to start today, we often start in a seated position, but we are actually going to take child's pose. Child's pose is a very grounding posture. And so to come into child's pose, you find yourself in tabletop. You bring your knees wide and your big toes together, and let your hips sink back towards your heels and walk your hands out in front of you. You can allow your forehead to rest on the mat and your torso to sink in between your thighs. You can always find a block or a book to place under your forehead if it doesn't quite reach the mat. And so we'll spend the first few moments here in child's pose. This is a safe pose. All of our internal organs are protected. We're able to make grounding points or connections with the earth. If you think about it, we are electrical beings. We have electrical signals running through our bodies all the time. It's how our heart beats. It's how our nervous system works. And so when you think about the way that electricity works, it wants to be grounded. That lightning, a form of electricity, goes into the earth, wants to get to the earth as fast as possible. And so we being electrical beings, you can interpret that as that it's important for us to be grounded, to be able to be connected to the earth. It's one of the many reasons why yoga is usually practiced barefoot. And so allow yourself to feel that connection with the earth and allow your body to feel supported. Allow your body to relax, to let go of any tension that might be present, that you are becoming aware of. And then seal your lips and begin to breathe through your nose, slowing down the breath, letting the breaths be longer and more at ease. And just taking a full body scan, noticing how you feel, noticing the quality of your breath, noticing the quality of your thoughts. Are they rushed? Are they slow? Are they full of anxiety? Are they peaceful? In this moment, we're just simply becoming aware. We're not necessarily judging anything that comes up. We're just making observations of where we are and how we feel. And as always, making a commitment to respect and honor our body's wishes. So if a posture that we go into today does not feel right for you for whatever reason, always know that you are welcome to choose any other posture. You're welcome to skip the one that we're doing and go into something else, or stay wherever you were before. And on an inhale, begin to come back up to tabletop. Maybe bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Slowly coming back up, we have our fingers spread wide, and as we inhale, we'll begin to drop the belly towards the earth and shine the heart forward between the shoulders. As we exhale, we round the back and press the mat away from us through the palms, letting the head drop. Inhaling to cow, pointing the tailbone up, letting the belly drop. Exhaling to cat. Tailbone points down, back arches. Inhale to cow, exploring the movement in the spine. Exhale to cat. As we inhale, begin the movement at that root chakra, the base of the spine. Let it grow up the spine all the way to the ground of the head as the belly drops. As you exhale, base of the spine, tailbone points down. Let that energy flow up through the back, through the crown of the head as you arch the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, find yourself rooting into the earth, curl the toes under. Inhale, press through the mat, lift the knees off the mat just an inch or so, not even, maybe a centimeter, just hovering. And then exhale, sending the hips back towards the back of the room, letting the thighs and the torso meet. And then beginning to extend the legs. Maybe walking your dog as we come into downward facing dog, this inverted V shape. Bending one knee and then the other, kind of waking up the back body. Continuing that slow, steady breath that we established at the beginning. And then sinking into stillness. Fingers are spread wide. Weight is equally distributed between the feet and the hands. And you're sending your sit bones, those hips back and up so that you create space between your vertebrae, between the parts of your spine. On an inhale, look between the palms and bend the knees. And on an exhale, you can make your way to the top of the mat, finding yourself in a forward fold. A forward fold is a very grounding pose. You can take your hands to opposite elbow
And then let your spine waterfall towards the earth, relaxing the head and the neck. Keeping that micro bend in the knees, you're welcome to sway side to side, allowing yourself to root down through the feet, allowing the crown of your head to point down to the earth. And then coming back to the middle, releasing the hands towards the earth. And on an inhale, slowly rising up to standing. To mountain pose, reaching up to the sky, being long, and then exhaling, hands coming to heart center. Rooting into the earth with your feet, lift all 10 toes up. And then set them back down one by one, starting with the pinky, and then slowly going in towards the big toe. Maybe notice if your arches lift, and then pressing down through the pad of the big toe and the heel as that arch continues to lift, activating the feet. Very nice. Allowing that energy to flow up the body through the legs, to the knees, to the quads, the front of your thighs, allowing them to activate so that the knees kind of float up into the thighs. The core is strong, ribs are floating over the hips, shoulders are relaxed. And the crown of your head is reaching up towards the sky. Take a moment here before we begin to flow, to just take that root chakra inspiration and set your intention for your practice today. So however the root chakra has affected you, or if any thoughts came up as we discussed grounding and feeling safe and connecting with our bodies, allow that to inspire your intention, something you'd like to cultivate in yourself through your practice, or something or someone you'd like to dedicate your practice to today. Once you have that, we'll take an inhale and bring our arms out and up, and we'll begin to flow one breath to one movement. We'll exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, fingers spread wide, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Bring the knees down to the mat, uncurl the toes, and lower down to the mat. Elbows are in. Inhale, lift the heart up. Stay for the exhale, let the shoulders roll down the back. Inhale, lift up a little bit more, feel the strength growing in your back, in your low back. Exhale. Inhale, one more time, lift up. And then exhale, lower. Curl the toes under and press back to downward facing dog. You're welcome to come up over the knees and then press back. Making sure that your goal is a long spine. Whether the heels reach the earth is not of importance. Inhale, look between your palms, bend your knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. You can take steps or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, find that flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, put a bend in the knees as you rise up and stand tall. Exhale, pull that energy down your midline to heart center. We'll do that 2 more times. Sun A salutations. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find that flat back. Exhale, keep it flat as you step back to high plank, top of a push-up. Lower down to the mat, knees can be down, keep that core strong, elbows in, tops of the feet lay flat on the mat. Inhale, lift the heart up, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes under, and press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. High to low, plank, knees up or down. Inhale to cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. Allow the breath to slow down if it started to get a little bit faster as we began to move. We'll go into Sun B salutations. And so we'll inhale, arms come out and up. As we exhale, we'll sink into chair pose, Utkatasana. This is a strong pose, a powerful pose. Some call it thunderbolt or lightning because you look like the shape of a thunderbolt. Inhale here, exhale, sink a little bit deeper, weight in the heels, shine the heart forward. Inhale one more time. Exhale, release to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. Option to lower down like we did before with the knees down, or you can keep the knees up and bring the shoulders to the same height as the elbows as you lower down. Inhale, if you would, all the way down, come to cobra. If you're hovering, come to upward facing dog. Shoulders roll down the back, hips are lifted, knees are lifted. Low back is not compressed, but you like kind of pressing forward, shining the heart forward. As you exhale, curl the toes under, use that core, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, we will lift the right leg up for three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. As you exhale, you shift your weight forward into plank, bring that right knee underneath you and find that right foot between the palms. You want the right knee stacked over the right ankle, and you're gonna pivot that back foot 90 degrees, so it's parallel with the back edge of the mat. As you inhale, rise up, energy coming from the earth up through your torso and come to warrior two. That right knee is bent. Right arm is reaching out in front of you. Left arm is reaching back behind you. Back leg is still strong. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. So you have a long line of energy from your left heel to the left fingertips. Core is still strong. If you were to lift that right arm up, your core would stay right where it is. On your next inhale, keep your legs where they are and bring the right arm up and back, bringing a side stretch to that right side body. Left hand rests lightly on the back leg. As you exhale, bring the hands to frame that front foot as you pivot the back foot. Step back and choose your flow or meet us in down dog. If you're flowing lower down, knees up or down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We have another side to do. Inhale, left leg lifts into three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward into plank and step that left foot through between the palms. Left knee is over the left ankle. As you pivot the back foot 90 degrees, pull your strength from the earth up through the legs, through the core, and come to warrior two on the left side. Again, that left knee is bent. Back leg is long and strong. Arms are reaching out in opposite directions. As you exhale, left forearm comes to left thigh. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep that front knee bent, back leg strong. Left arm reaches back as you feel the stretch in that left side body. Exhale, frame the front foot with your hands, pivot the back foot, and step the left foot back to meet the right. Decide if you're going to flow or if you want to skip it, meet us in down dog. If you're flowing, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Creating space in the spine, not compressing it. As you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the palms and bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or float to the top of your mat, however you like to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up strong, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a round of breath here, slowing the breath down, keeping in mind our goal of cultivating that healthy root chakra, of being safe and grounded, of being healthy and fit. We'll do Sun B salutations 2 more times on each side. So we'll inhale, our arms come out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale,
Find chair pose, Utkatasana, sitting back in your heels. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. You know what to do. Vinyasa or meet us in down dog. If you're flowing, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Everyone meets in down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it through to low lunge. Give that ankle some help if it didn't quite make it the first time. Inhale, pivot the back foot 90 degrees and rise up. Warrior two on the right side. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, keep that right leg bent where it is and come to reverse warrior. Back leg is strong. Exhale, bring the palms down to frame that front foot. Pivot the back foot and step back. Decide if you're flowing or meeting in down dog. If you're flowing, lower. Inhale, find that heart opening cobra or up dog. Exhale, everyone presses back, finds downward facing dog. We have another side to do. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through to low lunge. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Back foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Exhale, extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, keep the legs strong where they are and reach back with the left hand. Feel the stretch in the left side body. Exhale, palms frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, step back, and decide if you are flowing or meeting us in down dog. If you're flowing, you know what to do. Lower down on that exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale and down dog. Press the mat away from you. Send the sit bones back and up. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Let the spine grow longer. Inhale, look between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to that strong mountain pose. Deep roots, tall mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a round of breath here. Slow it down. One more round of sun V salutation. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, sink into chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, palms plant to the mat. Step back, flow or down dog. Lowering down if you're flowing. Inhaling, shine the heart forward. Exhale, press back. Everyone meets in down dog. Right leg is up as you inhale. Exhale, strength through your core. Press through, right foot between the palms. Pivot that back foot and rise up to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, a strong pose. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, palms to frame that front foot, pivot the back foot, step the right foot back. Flow or down dog, your choice. If you're flowing, lower down, and then inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We have another side to do. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior, strong legs, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your palms to frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, and step back. Flow or down dog, yogi's choice, lowering down if you're flowing, inhaling, exhaling. Take a round of breath here and downward facing dog, slowing it down, letting the heart be below, or letting the head be below the heart so that you're in an inversion. Inhale, look between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top and then find yourself in a seated position. So in a seated position, You'll have your feet out in front of you, knees pointing up to the sky. We'll have our hands behind our knees, shoulders rolling down the back, heart is lifted. We're going to lean back using our core strength until our feet float up off of the mat. Our shins become parallel to the earth, and we can keep our hands behind our knees, or we're welcome to release them so that they're in line with the shins. Continue to breathe here, that slow and steady breath, that constant connection between our minds and our bodies. Take an inhale and slowly lower down and lengthen the legs, coming halfway down. Exhale, rise back up to boat pose, Navasana. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, rise back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Very nice. Bring your knees into heart center, roll to your back, and give yourself a little massage, rolling side to side. From here, we're going to come back to center. We'll bring our hands interlaced behind our heads. We have our right knee into our heart and our left leg will extend. Take an inhale here and then exhale, switch, bringing that right elbow to the left knee. Switch, left elbow to right knee. Switch. Yogi bicycles. You can do these with your breath as slow or as fast as you like. And even it up in 3, 2, 1. Roll to your back, bring your knees in. Again, another side to side massage for your low back and spine. Beginning to rock top to bottom. We'll rock 3 times, and on that 3rd time, we'll use our strength to catch boat pose or Navasana, where we were before, using balance and strength to find boat pose. Very nice. Take another inhale, and then exhale, roll back 3 times. And again, on that 3rd roll, we'll find boat pose again. Finding that boat pose, pausing here. And then rolling back. This time we're going to roll 3 times, but we're going to find chair pose, that Utkatasana, lightning bolt pose. So you'll use your momentum and strength, and on that 3rd roll, find chair pose. If you didn't quite make it, that's okay. We can always practice later. So your weight is in your heels, heart is shining forward. We're in chair pose. This is a strong pose. You might be feeling it. Your quads, you're building strength. Take an inhale and rise up. And release the arms. Shake it out. Very nice. From here, we're going to do another flow. So we're going to inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant the palms, step back to downward facing dog, that inverted V. On our inhale, we'll lift the right leg high. As we exhale, we'll step it through to low lunge. And right knee is over the right ankle. We'll pivot that back foot 90 degrees, rise up to warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. We've been here before. Exhale here, feel the strength in your legs. Inhale, lengthen that front leg. Exhale, reach forward with the right hand. And then tip into Trikonasana as you inhale, reaching that left arm up to the sky. So you're in triangle pose. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, reach up through the left fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, come back up into warrior 2 as you bend that right knee. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, reach up to the sky. Exhale, lower, warrior 2. Inhale, rise and lengthen, eyes go up towards the fingers. Exhale, lower, warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Stay here for the inhale. And then as you exhale, you can come to extended side angle like we've been before, or you're welcome to come to full side angle, bringing that right hand to the earth, left arm reaching up. You can always bring a block or a book underneath that right hand. to to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Very nice. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale, rise up, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen that right leg, and then bring that right foot to face the side of the mat. So you're in a wide leg stance. Bring your hands to your hips, the feet pointing out just a little bit, and then we'll begin to hinge at the hips, finding a forward fold, reaching the crown of the head towards the earth. Hands can release, finding the earth. From here, we will plant the right hand on the mat and then bring the left arm up to the sky for a gentle twist. And then bring that left hand down to the mat, plant it in the center, and then bring the right arm up to the sky. And then bring that right hand down. From here, toes pointing forward, hands back to the hips with control. Slowly come up. We'll point that right foot forward to the front of the mat, bend the right knee, expand the arms, coming to warrior two. Gazes out over that right middle finger, rooting into the earth through the feet. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring the hands to cartwheel that to the earth, framing that front foot, pivot the back foot, and step the right foot back to meet the left. Meeting in down dog, stretching out the spine, so creating space between the vertebrae as the sit bones, the bottom of your pelvis or hips, reaches up and back to where the wall and the ceiling meet behind you. On an inhale, we'll do this on the left side. Lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through to low lunge. Make sure that left knee is over the left ankle. And as we rise up, we'll pivot that back foot and come to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, this strong pose. So you're rooting into the earth, pressing the mat apart with your feet, but pulling into your torso, into your center with your thighs. Gazes out over that left middle finger. From here, inhale, lengthen that left leg. Exhale, reach forward, and then tip over into Trikonasana. Right hand reaches up to the sky, left hand rests lightly on that front leg. Could practically be not touching it at all, because your core is what is holding you up. Inhale, coming back up, exhaling into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen and rise. Fingertips meet overhead and gaze follows. Exhale, find warrior two again. Strong legs. Inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here, and then exhale, come to side angle. So you can come to that forearm to thigh version, or you're welcome to reach that left arm to the inside of the left leg, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Maybe finding a book or a block to place under the left hand to bring the earth a little bit closer to make this pose a little bit more accessible. Steady your breathing. On an inhale, rise up, lengthen that left leg, and then you're facing the opposite way now. I'll face you for camera's sake. Toes pointing forward. Bring the hands to the hips, and then hinge at the hips, lower down, hands reach for the earth. This time we'll walk the hands back behind us, deepening that stretch in the back body, the hamstrings. Always being respectful of our body, knowing when to go deeper and when to back off. Bringing the hands back underneath your center, let the toes kind of point outwards, and then bend the knees. Maybe bring the feet in a little bit closer to your center, and bring the hands to the inside of the knees. So from here, we'll bring that left shoulder in, right shoulder out, letting the hips drop, opening up the knees, opening up the hips. Knees are tracking over the toes, or in the same direction as the toes. Come back through center, and then drop the opposite shoulder in. So right shoulder in, left shoulder out. Dropping the hips, feeling that nice hip opening, feeling steady and strong in our base and our feet. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, lengthening the legs, letting the feet point forward and rising back up. You'll be facing the back of the mat, so your left foot will point forward and bend the left knee, coming into warrior two. And then bringing the hands to frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, and step back to downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale, look between our palms, bend the knees, and then walk our way forward to the front of the mat, finding ourselves in a forward fold. From this forward fold, we'll walk our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes pointing slightly out, and then we'll sink our hips down between them, finding a low squat or an inactive squat. So you might find that you're on the balls of your feet. That's okay. Eventually, we want the range of motion to be able to get the heels on the earth. Pressing the triceps into the inside of the knees, finding the palms facing each other. Try to shine the heart forward, keeping the chest upright. Find your breath. Try to slow it down, lengthening the inhales and the exhales, especially if it got a little bit faster as we were flowing. On an inhale, open that left arm out to the side, right arm up, opening up the heart. Stay for the exhale. Another inhale, open, and then exhale, come back through center. Inhale, open up to the opposite side. Left arm goes up, right arm goes out and down. Breathing here. Another inhale, open up the heart, and exhale, come back through center. This is Muladhara or garland pose, or Malasana, sorry, garland pose. It's a very root chakra centered posture. We're close to the earth. And then inhale here. Exhale, begin to lift your hips up, bring the feet in underneath you again. And then we'll bring our hands to plant on the mat, step back to downward facing dog, pedal out the legs, to stretch them out after garland pose. And then finding your down dog, we'll begin to come to pigeon pose on the right side. So we'll lift the right leg up, and then we'll bring that right leg underneath us, bring the shin across the top of the mat. The closer your heel is towards the groin, the less intense the stretch will be. So finding that optimal placement of the heel towards your body for you. Let the hips face forward and be equidistant from the mat. So you're not leaning onto that right hip, but staying equal. And then beginning to walk your hands forward, finding an ease of effort for you. Maybe that's being down on your forearms. Maybe that's allowing your forehead to rest on the mat or on your fists. And simply allowing yourself to relax. Allowing your hips to open and remembering your intention. Your intention for our practice today. The root chakra, that center of energy that allows us to feel rooted and grounded, to feel safe and secure, to be able to connect with our bodies and feel its signals and its cues. Relaxing the shoulders in order to help that safe feeling, encouraging your mind to let go of any anxiety or fear. On your inhale, coming back up to your palms, curling the left toes under and stepping the right foot back. Be walking your dog and down dog and stretching it out, or taking any other postures or movements that feel good to reset before we do the next side. When you're ready for the left side, we'll inhale the left leg up, and then exhaling, bringing it through and bringing that shin across the top of the mat, finding that position where the heel is close enough to the body that it's a stretch in the back of that left thigh, but it's still an ease of effort. Finding yourself here with your hips facing forward, maybe walk yourself down, allowing the forehead to rest on the mat or on your fist or a block. And allowing yourself to let go of any tension in the neck or shoulders, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, allowing the hips to open up. Noticing the quality of your breath, how it feels to breathe in this position. If your breath is slow or fast, deep or shallow. Relaxing to create more space for the breath. On an inhale, coming up to your palms, curling the right toes under, lifting up, stepping the left foot back to meet the right, finding down dog. And down dog, allowing the shoulders to spread to opposite sides of the room, pressing through the L of the left finger, the J of the right finger, it's that index finger and thumb. Allowing the hips to move up and back, creating more space between the vertebrae of your spine. And then walking yourself to the top of your mat and finding a comfortable, or finding a seated position. We'll reach our legs out in front of us. And just noticing, we're in staff pose right now. If you feel like your spine is kind of curling back, that you're being pulled under, maybe try bending your knees. So releasing the hamstrings, allowing your spine to be flat, allowing the crown of your head to reach up towards the sky. From here, we'll inhale, arms out and up. And then we'll exhale, hinge at the hips, letting the spine be long, and then reaching for the shins, ankles, or toes. You can allow the legs to lengthen as you feel comfortable, keeping the spine long, shining the heart forward. You should feel a stretch in the back of your thighs. If you begin to curve your back, you'll bring the stretch more into the low back rather than in the thighs or in the hamstrings. And that's okay, you just want to be aware of what you're doing with your body and how that affects the sensations, what you're feeling. On an inhale, reach forward and rise up. And then using your core strength on your exhale, slowly lower down. 3, 2, 1. On our backs, we'll bring our right knee into our heart center, hugging it out and around the torso. And then using the left hand to guide the right knee, bring it across the body for a twist. That right arm can extend away from that right knee. Gaze can follow to complete the spinal twist. Try to relax the top right hip. The hips are facing one direction and the shoulders are attempting to face the other direction, creating that twist in the spine. Slowing down the breath as we get closer to the end of our practice. And then bringing that right knee back to center, extending the right leg to the top or the front of the mat. Bring the left knee in, hug it in to the torso, out and around the torso. And then using the right hand, guide that left knee across the body for a twist. And this opposite side, left arm can extend away. Gaze can follow, bringing the cervical spine or the neck into the twist. Allowing that top hip to relax. With each exhale, softening into the twist, relaxing into it. Inhaling, bringing that knee back to center and extending the left leg towards the front of the room. Bring the arms back behind you. So you're reaching long, fingertips to toes on an inhale, and then exhale, relax. Bringing the knees into heart center. Reach the hands between the knees, find the inner arches of the feet, and find happy baby. So your feet look like they're standing on the ceiling. And you can rock side to side, or you can stay in stillness. Be pointing the tailbone down towards the mat if that feels good for you. Knowing that this is a very vulnerable pose or very open, it takes a feeling of security and safety to be comfortable in this posture. And then as you're ready, releasing the feet from the hands, bringing the knees into heart center, giving yourself a hug, thanking your body for all that it does for you every day, thanking yourself for taking the time to come to yoga and to connect with yourself. As you're ready, releasing into Shavasana, so extending the feet towards the front of the room, letting the toes fall out to the sides, letting the low back release. And the arms are out along your sides, palms are up in a gesture of receiving your intention for the class today, whatever you came to your mat for. Allowing that the shoulders to open, the chest to open up and relax. We'll be here for a few moments, few minutes, as we come to the end of our practice and we pause. We allow our minds and our bodies time to integrate all of the tasks that they have just performed, all of the tasks that we have asked of them. And we allow our minds and our bodies to rest. We're often very busy in our daily lives. And so a time of pause to restore and to acknowledge what we have accomplished is built into our yoga practice. As you lie here, letting go of that controlled breath, just letting even the breath relax. You can imagine that there is a warm red light emanating from the base of your spine. Maybe it pulses with each breath. Maybe it grows larger and warmer until you are completely enveloped in it. And this red light, symbolizing the root chakra, is a feeling of safety and security. The feeling that knowing that the deeper you grow your roots, the taller you can grow, the stronger you can grow. And this is a slow and steady, long wavelength. Red is the color that we associate with the root chakra. And it is the color of beginning. It is the first color of the visible light spectrum. And it is the longest and the slowest wavelength. allowing your body and your mind to rest in this light, security, and groundedness. Breathing it in with every breath, feeling secure and comfortable in yourself. Beginning to deepen your breath. Imagine that red light coming back into your body, keeping that safety and security sealed inside to stay with you. And becoming aware of the world around you, feeling the air on your skin, hearing the noises in the room. And as you deepen your breath, begin to introduce small movements, re-wiggling your toes or running your thumbs over your fingertips. Be gently rocking your head side to side. And as you're ready, bringing your knees into heart center, give yourself another hug, squeezing tight. And then rolling to one of your sides, using an arm as a pillow. Stay here for just a moment longer on your side, halfway between Shavasana and the world. And just noticing this feeling. And know that you created this feeling, and that you have access to this at any time, any place. On an inhale, using the strength of your arms, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. You can keep your eyes closed or rest your gaze downward. And bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Again, inhaling through the nose, exhale, sigh it out. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.